About Shopify shipping. With Shopify shipping, you can get discounted rates, print shipping labels in Shopify, and manage order fulfillment all in one place. Setting up our shipping zones. You can implement your shipping strategy under settings greater than shipping in Shopify. Here, you'll be able to create shipping zones where you can set your rates for shipping to customers in certain countries. Shopify shipping example. Setting conditional shipping rates. Within the shipping zone we just created, we can use the Add Rate button to create specific rates based on certain conditions. For example, we can offer free shipping based on the condition that an order reaches a certain value threshold. Or we can increase the shipping rate if the order exceeds a certain weight. Generally, you can save time and money on shipping while making more per sale by encouraging customers to add more items to their order. So we'll use free shipping on the orders over $30, 2 bottles of hot sauce, or the 3-pack bundle, as an incentive for customers to spend more. Shopify shipping rate. Setting up real-time calculated shipping rates. Real-time shipping rates are based on the shipping details you entered when adding your products and package dimensions on the settings greater than shipping page. Customers can then choose their preferred service and rate at checkout. You can also adjust these rates to include a handling fee to account for extra costs, like packaging or your time, on top of the courier services rates. Setting up calculated shipping rates. 5. Set up taxes. As a business that sells goods or services, you have to collect taxes to send to the government each time someone orders from your store. Some exceptions apply, such as for digital goods in many jurisdictions. Shopify will help you automatically handle most tax calculations using default sales tax rates around the world. Even so, it's a good idea to conduct some research or ask a tax professional to ensure you're charging the correct amount of sales tax. You can override the default tax settings if there are specific requirements for your region, such as taxes for specific products or for shipping. Go to Settings Greater Than Taxes in Shopify to set up your tax regions. Here you can edit the default rates if you like, or apply overrides if specific conditions apply in your region or to your products. Since Kinda Hot Sauce operates in Canada, we'll set up our default tax rates for Canada. If you have a tax number you can enter it here or you can do so later. You'll be able to see how much tax you've collected under Analytics Greater Than Reports. Shopify tax settings. None of this should be taken as tax advice and you should consult with a tax professional if you are uncertain about your tax situation. Shopify doesn't file or remit your sales taxes for you. 6. Setting up payment gateways and payouts. We're in the final stretch. Next up is deciding how your store will accept payments and how you as a store owner will get paid. Go to Settings Greater Than Payments to set up your payment provider. Shopify has made it easy to start accepting all major forms of payment with Shopify Payments. As long as you operate your business in one of the supported countries and aren't considered a prohibited business, you can activate Shopify Payments in just one click and pay 0% in extra transaction fees. You can also choose from over 100 third-party payment providers here or offer your customers additional payment options, such as PayPal. In my case, I'll complete account setup for Shopify Payments by entering my business and banking information. I can also manage my settings for Shopify Payments and do things like choose the payment options I want to offer, like different credit cards, for example, Visa, and accelerated one-click payment options like Apple Pay and Shop Pay. Shop Pay is Shopify's one-click payment option that lets any customer of any store with Shop Pay enabled save their payment information for future purchases. Sell in multiple currencies, which will automatically convert your prices into the customer's currency if you enable it. Since we're selling mostly in Canada and the US, we'll add the US dollar and the Canadian dollar to our enabled currencies. Set your payout schedule. You can receive your payout daily, weekly, or monthly. It all depends on your preferences when it comes to your cash flow. Toggle extra fraud prevention measures such as CVV and postal code verification to add an extra layer of security. Customize how you appear on your customers' bank statements. We'll use Kinda Hot Sauce to make our brand recognizable to customers on their credit card statements. The currency you sell your products in can be set under settings greater than general. I'm going to be selling in US dollars since it will be familiar for both US and Canadian customers. 7. Prepare your store for launch. With all the work we've done so far, we could actually launch our store now if we wanted to. We would just disable the password protection under Online Store Greater Than Preferences, which is the final step to flip the open sign and let people in to start buying our products. In fact, if you're in a rush to go live, you could skip some or all the following steps and revisit them later when you have time. But in this tutorial, I'm going to ensure that my store not only makes a strong first impression and offers a smooth customer experience at launch, but is also in a good place for me to start marketing. That said, here are the final steps we'll be going over. Adding a custom domain. Installing relevant sales channels. Optional, customizing your email/SMS notifications. Setting up your store for marketing, tracking and analytics. Adding a custom domain. Buying a domain is like claiming land on the internet. That's why it's called a web address. A custom domain is a fully branded URL that replaces the default URL that was created based on the store name you chose at setup. For example, you could buy yourstore.com to replace your store.myshopify.com as your public URL. Under Online Store Greater Than Domains, you can buy your domain directly through Shopify in a matter of seconds, or you can transfer your domain from another registrar and connect it to your store. Since the .com is taken, I'll be buying the Shop extension for Kinda Hot Sauce through Shopify. KindaHotSauce.shop is now my store's URL. Buy custom domain in Shopify. Installing relevant sales channels. One of the advantages of using Shopify to power your business is that your online store is just one of many sales channels you can use to sell your products. You can connect your products to additional sales channels to meet your customers where they are, while keeping track of your products, inventory, and reporting in the same Shopify account so you always know what's going on in your business. While you don't need to connect to all of them right away, it's good to have them in mind when you're ready to explore new ways to get your products in front of the right shoppers. Not every sales channel will be relevant for your unique business, but here are some that are worth highlighting. Shopify POS. Our point-of-sale solution for accepting in-person payments and easily syncing physical retail sales with your online Shopify store and inventory. Social networks. You can sell your products through a Facebook shop on your Facebook page, product tags in your Instagram posts, Pinterest, and more. Marketplaces. Many shoppers start their purchasing journey on marketplaces like Amazon or eBay. Google channel. Google is the most popular search engine in the world. With the Google channel, you can run Google shopping campaigns and list your products for free in the shopping tab in Google search results. Buy button. If you have an existing website or blog where you want to sell your products, you can install the Buy Button sales channel to embed your products onto another web page, allowing customers to purchase them and check out there. You can even create checkout links to send directly to a customer and have them jump straight to checkout. Shopify sales channels. You can quickly add sales channels by clicking the plus button next to sales channels or view our full list of sales channels in the Shopify App Store. Then, on your product pages under product availability, you can choose which products are available on which sales channels. I'll be considering the Facebook and Instagram channels for sure since a brand like Kinda Hot Sauce will rely heavily on social media marketing. Customizing your email notifications, optional. Shopify comes with a series of ready-to-use automated email and SMS notifications to let customers know about order confirmations, status updates, and more. I'll be leaving them alone for now, but if you need to customize these for any reason, to communicate specific information or simply reflect your brand better, you can edit these notifications under Settings Greater Than Notifications. Customizing Shopify notifications. Setting up your store for marketing. Marketing is different for every business, But regardless of your strategy, it's important to set up the right foundation as soon as you can so you can get the most out of your efforts as you drive traffic to your store. In particular, I want to cover the fundamentals of nearly every e-commerce marketing strategy that are important to know for new store owners. Analytics. Shopify Reports, under Analytics greater than Reports, not only helps you monitor traffic and sales generated by your store across all your sales channels but also serves as a treasure trove of great insight for improving your business over time. You can learn where your traffic and sales are coming from, your overall online store conversion rate, traffic and sales over time, and more. Shopify Reports. For more granular analytics and flexible reporting, you can set up Google Analytics for free. Facebook Pixel. Have you ever visited an online store, considered a product, but left without buying it, only to see an ad for it a few days later? Or have you ever seen an ad for a product from a business you'd never heard of that seemed like it was made for you? That's made possible through something called the Facebook Pixel, an intelligent code that learns from how people interact with your brand and your website, from liking your social media posts to making a purchase, and makes it possible to personalize how you advertise to them over time. The Facebook Pixel learns from all the traffic you send to your online store, so if you plan on advertising on Facebook or Instagram at any point in the future, it's important to have your Facebook Pixel set up. You can get clear instructions on how to set it up for your Shopify store by using our free Facebook marketing app. Note that this process will require you to also set up a Facebook page and ad account for your business. Search Engine Optimization, SEO. Many shoppers turn to Google and other search engines as part of their purchasing journey, whether it's to find a product they saw or heard about through a friend, or they're conducting some comparison shopping for a purchase. Helping your online store's pages and your products appear in these search results can create passive streams of relevant traffic for free. However, it takes time to grow this source of traffic. You can lay the right foundation through a practice called Search Engine Optimization, SEO, which we were first introduced to when we set up our products and pages in our store. Another area of your store where you'll want to keep SEO in mind is the title and meta description fields, which can be found under Settings greater than Preferences. For Kinda Hot Sauce, I want to make sure I include my brand name and description of what my business is about, based on the keywords people might search for to find my business. You can use a free keyword research tool like Ubersuggest or Keyword Surfer, Chrome extension, to estimate how many times people search a specific query in a month and what types of searches happen around that keyword. Estimated monthly search volumes aren't always 100% accurate, and the more popular a search is, the more competitive it usually is. Always remember that the job of a search engine is to show the most relevant results to the user, so you should try to prioritize keywords that are directly relevant to your business. Let's take Kinda Hot Sauce as an example to illustrate some of the key findings that can come out of even the simplest keyword research. Medium hot sauce and mild hot sauce come up with 480 and 40 estimated monthly searches, respectively. Since they relate closely to what my business is about, I can prioritize them in my homepage title and description. Many people also search for a variety of recipes for spicy foods, for example, how to make crispy hot wings, meaning I could introduce a blog later on to create content around searches related to recipes that involve hot sauce. Optimizing store for search and social. While I'm here, I'm also going to add a social sharing image to make sure that I create a strong first impression whenever a link to my store is shared on social media or in direct messages. Recommended: check out our SEO checklist for other steps you can take to help your store show up in relevant search engine results. 8. Launch your store, rock it. I'm finally ready to launch. Is my store perfect? No. But I feel good enough about it to bet time and money marketing it and learning from the feedback I get to make it even better over time. I can remove my password page, under Settings greater than Preferences, and start telling the world I'm open for business. The journey ends here for this demo store. But it's just beginning for you. Here are some next steps and resources to help you ramp up your business after launching. Drive traffic to get your first sales. Learn from your traffic. Optimize your store. Illustration by Marina Verdu. Frequently asked questions about starting an online store. Can I start an online store with no money? The lowest cost business models are dropshipping or print on demand, but an online store is needed to sell products. You can get a Shopify subscription for as little as $1 a day. It is difficult to start a business with no money. What can I sell online to make money? You can sell anything from handmade products, courses, graphic design services, custom printed t-shirts and other apparel, home-baked items and more. How do I start an online store? Set up an online store on an e-commerce platform like Shopify, add the products you want to sell, create key pages for your store, pick a theme and customize your online store, customize your shipping settings, configure your tax settings, set up your payment gateway and payouts, prepare your store for launch, and then launch and start marketing your store. Is online selling profitable? Yes, it is profitable to be an online seller today. More than 50% of consumers today choose to purchase their day-to-day necessities online. Selling for a profit includes finding your niche, attracting ideal customers, and marketing products with a price tag customers are willing to pay that have a good profit margin. How to start an online store without inventory? You can start an online store as a dropshipper or print-on-demand seller, which requires no inventory to get started.